I have no idea how to start this episode.
There is no meme. This is just a threat.
Hey, welcome back to The Viridian Story, starring Viridian themselves, as they go, it's Viridian time, and then... Arbordia, the capital of Dulst and its largest territory. Ruled by Gerard von Arbordia. The territory is known for its pedigree of scholars and its lush fields. The capital city, also named Arbordia, is host to academies, culture, and a proud Dulstian people. Viridian's group is invited by Elcorian to stay in the city for a short while. I see you've got business to handle. Everyone else is already heading towards the inn. I'll catch up. Feel free to go join them. Nonsense! I'll stay by your side. Understandable. I just wanted to find them before it got dark. Ah, right. Your family's currently living here, correct? Yep. I'm sure the open road will call them again eventually, but until that day, this is their home. Gonna throw some gold their way, since we finally got some to spare. While I'm out here, maybe I'll also go restock the group's supplies. Did we actually get $100,000? Or is that like, we're only going to get so much of it because Frederick's going to be like, I'll take this to allocate miscellaneous funds. Now I only have $8,000. Woo! Very curious how Dulst is red. Wait, hold on. Aren't these the Igstrin people? Famed Igstrin Lancer seeks a solitary life. Soul? And triangle attack? Joan, captain of an Igstrin squad, fights for honor and her brother. Oh, is Mikey the third triangle attack here? Huh. What the Odium Gauntlet. A bloody gauntlet dyed in crimson. Axes set crit to 0 and convert 1/4 of their crit into damage unstealable. I want that. Give me that. Oh. Catechist, legendary stat, triple strength, infinite uses? 1/4 of staff experience to... Oh, light magic adds 1/4 of this unit's staff experience to crit. Elcorian. He, him, a Dulstian researcher and inventor. Rational, pragmatic, and reserved. For Elcorian, a forgotten ceremonial blade. Prototype range total. A new staff currently under research by Dulst appears to fully heal and restore all allies. Okay, the fact that he doesn't have a personal skill... is not helping the maybe he's a recruitable unit. Ethel, she, her, Lord of Sirois, an accomplished scholar, ruthless and unfettered. Okay. Oh, but it has 40 weight. Okay. She has, like, 0 attack speed. Literally, she has 0 attack speed. He just also does 89 damage. Oh, Tarquin. Okay. He also doesn't have a personal skill, but he's green. Okay. Valeria. Viridian's mother, a retired Elcorian soldier who wanders the land with family. Viridian's father, Victor. A Mevianese hunter who wanders... Okay. Oh, and merchant. Ooh, an arm scroll. I might want that. Soul hilt. Is this the sword? All swords get +1 range, use magic, and hit resistance on initiation. Horatio might want that. And then we just got some the purples. Okay. Okay, anything here that's that interesting? See, here's the thing. I'm looking at all of these shops, and I'm thinking, do I actually want these, or do I just want to spend all of my money on Rose's drugs? Because I think I'm pretty fine for, weapons and stuff. Huh. Like, where is the child? Especially because I just got a lot of Reaver weapons from... where's Rift? See, look, he already has a Lance Reaver. Sword Reaver can probably go to... I guess to Dean. Like, I'm totally fine on weapons. Huh. Alright, so I have a lot of things to think about. 100,000. If we set aside 3,000 per person, besides me, of course, that's several weeks of pay. And then 4,000 for the folks. That'll leave us with 60,000 or so. That'll be good. Fred will be waiting for me once I've seen them. Let's not keep it waiting too horribly long. Alright, that's more than I thought I would get from this. Why are you red? Why are you green? Alright. That armor. Are you from Igstra? Perhaps. What's it to you? I'm just observing. Forgive her. We're envoys of a sort. Meeting with Dulce to discuss terms for the future. Igstra's ought to regain its autonomy someday. Plus, we've uncovered some unsettling correspondence. It appears a late general of ours may have been in contact with Dulce. We're unsure of the finer details, but this can't be ignored. That it can't. I wish I could say more than good luck, but sometimes that's all you can get with these elites. Isn't that the truth? Well, thanks anyway. The name's Joan, by the by. Viridian. Just a mercenary. Is that all? We wouldn't want to keep you. Good day, then. Alright, I'm sure these two will matter in future events that I'm unaware of. You look like you need power. 1,500. Huh? A scroll of power. 1,500 gold. Accept the deal. Purchase a powerful scroll? Alright. You won't regret this. You know what? That was the most fair and honest sales pitch I've ever seen in my life. And for only 1,500 gold, that's phenomenal. Lord Arbodi is a strange one. I mean, he seems like a nice enough guy when he addresses the city. But I've heard rumors that he's rarely actually here. Sure, international politics are important, but still, you'd think such a chivalrous statesman would make time for his own state. Wouldn't it be crazy if he was going to, like, some fucked up and evil science lab? That'd be quacking crazy. Is that you, Viridian? I'd say it must be. Good to see you, kid. It's good to see you two, too. Where are the others? Off at some play, I believe. We'll make sure you see them. How's the mercenary company been? Great, actually. Dean can now separate a man's head from his shoulders just by breathing on him too hard. Impressed him real good on a job. Ha! Nicely done. In fact, I've got this here for you guys. a cool 4K. Holy smokes, kid. That's quite something. We've been working anyway, since we may as well do something. But this will ease our finances for quite a long time. Thank you. Anything for you. How much longer do you think you'll stay here? That's a hard one. This place is real nice. But I'm sure we'll tire of it someday. Indeed. But I think for now, some stability would be nice. They've reached that age where old white people just move to Florida for some reason. Happens to plenty of them. Fair enough. Anyway, should probably get going. I'll meet back up with you and the others tonight, for sure. You're doing big things, kid. Make us proud. Yeah, that's the plan, Dad. So what if I just don't buy any weapons or tomes, and literally all I do is just buy Black Lotuses? I mean, that feels like something that's intended, because Rose's shop just always exists. Maybe. The Academy's had a fresh wave of graduates lately. It's always reassuring to have our youth well educated. I've heard Lord Neilstrom's been quite eager about this year's military branch. Supposedly, he's got an elite troop comprised of our best and brightest. It's comforting, knowing that we're protected by a man such as him. I'm not gonna have to fight the best and brightest of Lord Neilstrom, am I? That's not gonna happen, right? Do you require something? Are you lost, perchance? Bro said perchance. I'm just looking around. Apologies. Nothing to apologize for. Ah, of course. Are you alright? I suppose not, in a sense. Order has been wrested from my grasp. It makes one such as I feel almost powerless. Okay, so I guess he got the boot from working with Iggstra? Oh god, something's in my throat. I'm dying. Alright, we're good. Something must be done for my nation's lives. But I ought not to burden a stranger with this all. Apologies. Alright, well, Neilstrom's about to do something dire. My brother's been living in Ercelin. I wonder how he's been handling. Supposedly, their lord just upped and vanished a few months back. The daughter of that shady guy that got exiled years ago. What was his name? Right, Sinclair. I wonder if he knows what's become of his land. Then again, I'm sure there's a chain of command in place. Otherwise, the world would be one assassination away from anarchy. I've heard the name Sinclair before. Fuck, I don't remember. I know I've heard the name Sinclair before. See? I have good ideas. Of course, Ethel. On that note, the Merc's here. What happenstance? Viridian, right? I don't believe we've met, but I'm sure you've done jobs for my territory. Cirois. That's familiar. I was just exploring the city for a moment, Elcorian. Of course! Take your time. Lodging arrangements have been handled, and I'm sure your party could use some rest. Again, you've exceeded my expectations. Exceeded, you say? Perhaps I'll have a job for you as well. See. Your eyes are closed, Viridian. You're not seeing shit. Anyway, what were we talking about, Elcorian? Something about stars falling? Right. I guess it doesn't hurt if the Merc hears. I've been researching a spell that harnesses power beyond compare. There's an unstable version that's too much for even me, but I think I've finally worked out a more controlled casting. Perhaps once I refine it, we'll have the power to not need Mercs. Then again, it needs a mage of sublime ability to control it. There's more mercenaries than Master Anima users in the world. So you'll always have a place. I'm glad. Alright, let me buy like one tome for Rose. Oh, like one more Thunder. And then we'll save the rest for Black Lotuses. Alright, hold on. The broken Claymore. No, they already used Claymore, didn't they? Have they used Claymore yet for this fucking running gag? I don't know, we'll see. Hello there! Welcome to our little establishment. We're the Consigned Rapier, Arbordia's finest bar and inn. You look a little bit like you've heard all this before. Oh, wait, never mind. I reevaluated the look in your eyes. So, how about our chicken? It's made with twice the chicken as our competitors. That's 2 chicken per chicken. Dude, Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy would love this place. Alright. I feel like I'm fine with weapons. And the base shop has started selling silver weapons? So I'm just gonna pocket this 60,000 gold and buy drugs. I see you've spoken with your family. Are you finished here otherwise? Yep. Shall we return to the inn? Certainly. Wouldn't want to keep the others waiting. I presume your family will make an appearance? Perhaps. Well, here we are. Arbordia's finest cuisine. We've come a long way, so I say dig in. How much meat is that? Nowhere near enough to stop me. We'll be ordering more. I feel like Rift has, like, a dramatic, like, organ playing every time he speaks, even when he's saying things that are completely mundane. I like this guy, kid. And I like your dad, boss. Beautiful cornucopia. We're truly at the top of the world. If I knew this were coming, I would have up and left Elbacore long ago. Gods, is that roasted salmon? Pass some to me, please. This takes me back to my army days. All the strange personalities. It was nice. I'm glad you have this, Viridian. The boss is great, Miss Boss's mom. If you ever wish to come with us, it's never too late. It's alright. It's also nice to settle down a while. Indeed. Once I've got a bit more coin, I gotta get back to my kids. Wonder how they're doing. This group's almost like a second family, though. It's truly something special. Thank you, everyone. Pass the champagne, friend. I gotcha. Catch. Excellent. Let us raise a glass to us. To Viridian. Shout out to that guy who's like, hold on, we gotta get drunk first. To the one who brought us all together. Thank you, everyone. We couldn't have done this without all of us. And we're worth celebrating. What a jolly mercenary bunch. Surely nothing bad's going to happen to them. Oh. I'm glad you came. As mentioned, I have a cohort that wishes to speak with you. Greetings. I am Tarquin von Nielstrom. Have we met before? I believe so. Near the pond. You were contemplating. What do you need of us? You've already heard me ramble, so I'll be straight with you. The Dulcian army spread thin, keeping order in Igstra. We've received rumors of a series of prison camps, maintained by hostile Igstran remnants. Unfortunately, I can't spare the troops to investigate. So you'd like an outsider to? Precisely. We can negotiate further details later, but I can promise a handsome compensation for this. Is that all? No further details on these camps. Nothing that I can share, perhaps once you've agreed. Of course, I understand the need to talk this over with your group, but know that this is your chance to leave a mark on Dulcian history, and to bring order to a land that so desperately needs it. Good day. I thank you. So obviously there's some fucked up shit going on there. And that's where we left it. I see. Prison camps. And they fall on us. We don't have to do this if you don't think it's wise. It's suspicious, but we've proven our value to these nobles. So this might give us some sway. But they could also be seeking to get rid of us. Of course, if this is real, we could save so many people. It's up to you. I know you're with me because you trust me, and my judgment. But is it fair for me to decide our fate? Decide if we live or die? It isn't, but we choose to trust you anyway. And you've proven that you're not going to leave us behind. Time and time again. I'll follow you to the end of the world. And I'm certain the others feel the same. He's right, Viridian. We're all here because of you. That rings even more true for me. I know. If this can help people, we should take this chance. I shall inform the others. You should get some rest. It'll all be fine. I know it will be. I swear to God, if I save the game and the next chapter is like, everything's on fire. Blood money! Okay. Not quite a showing of everything is fucked. But just about. Hearing word of their skill, General Tarquin von Nielstrom hires the group. The subjugation of Ixtra has proceeded somewhat smoothly, but Nielstrom requires the aid of a covert force. Viridian prepares to travel to Ixtra, uncertain of what lies ahead. We're nearly at the location Nielstrom gave us. Let's hope it's accurate. It's unfortunate that we have to come to blows. It almost feels wrong to put down freedom fighters like this. But at the same time, holding prisoners like this is simply unjustifiable. We're doing this for them, not for Dulst. And if Dulst was lying, well, obviously we'd turn around and ask what the hell is going on. In any case, we signed a contract, and now it's our duty. After this, though, I want to get away from nobility. Return to our roots. I'm glad to hear that. Reynard, we've got company below. Would you be willing to turn around instead of aura farming with a back-facing portrait? So we do. If they're here for the prisoners. Well then, we'll spring them a nice old trap, I say. First thing first, let me get into position. What was I saying? Ah, right. As they free the prisoners, spring our men on them. We'll not bow down to Dulst until they recognize us. Of course! Keep yourself alive, Captain. You're the heart of this resistance. Remember, everyone, our goal is to free the prisoners. If you see a camp gate and have a key, crack it open. Only once we've freed everyone should we seize the main building. Wilhelm's squad should be converging shortly. And remember, it's getting dark. Keep your wits about you. They haven't quite noticed our presence yet. If we need to shift our formation, I can carry people over the river. Excellent! We'll send 5 on each side. Get ready, friends. Today, we fight for freedom! Cool, anyways, let me go make the little girl a killing machine. Alright. This unit's design space is very funny, I just don't know if I want to use her. But, by God. Big and or hurdy lightning. Okay, a little guiding joke. I've heard of arrow dancing, but this is ridiculous. I completely forgot about the gags. Well, if she reaches life and death, she's an ultimate delete button. Alright, and then the other one. Alright. I am harnessing the power of children. Remember, children grooming should be exclusively for war. It's always acceptable to groom children for war. It's my life-blooded pride as an American. Alright, anyways. Yep. She looks like you would imagine. Let's give her a shine. Rose could also take a heal, and a thunder. Another one. Do I want to give the Black Lotus to anyone here, or do I just want to save it for someone over on the other side? I'm just going to save it. Alright. So we're immediately fighting a bunch of dudes. Anything of note in these shops? Not that I really need. The gilded weapons sound nice, but I'm doing just fine with silver and combat arts. Alright, let me think here. Callum has an armor slayer. He can kill one. Rose deletes another one. And then, yeah, you can probably get one. Where is... Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll have Dean. I feel like I should have one more competent killing machine on this side. So Rift, go over there. Sure. Yeah, this side feels strong enough now. But first, found family. Mr. Dean, we've got a little something for you. What is it, kids? You don't need to give old Dean a thing. That's hardly true. You're a lovably gruff guy. What's that got to do with giving me stuff? What does that mean, brother? I mean, you're like a father to the two of us. You deserve something for that. He's right. Ever since Mother died, we've been alone. But Viridians made us feel less alone. And you're such a kind man to us. I'm humbled. Truly. I miss my family dearly. But I know I do this for them. And you two, you've always reminded me of my kids. You're good-hearted youngsters. No, Pistis knows we need those. That's enough sentimentality. What'd you get me, anyway? There's a little picture frame that you can carry around. You can keep whatever you'd like in it. Close to your heart, or something mildly corny like that. It's perfect. I've got a real nice portrait of the most beautiful woman I know. It can always be safe by my side. Thank you for everything, Mr. Dean. Aww. How's it feel, Callum? Fighting Extra, I mean. What kind of question is that? Feels like another Tuesday. Except instead of just yelling at my superiors, I get to stab them. Come again? I was born to fight, clearly. Just not the Ixtran way. It's a damn shame, really. I'm still hung up on that stabbing your superiors part. Don't worry, I won't stab you. You're funny to have around. I'll take that, I guess. In any case, I can understand what you mean. Somewhat. Being constrained by your upbringing. I was born in the slums of Mevian. Turns out hunger breeds a good fighter. I lost track of how many years I spent in that arena. Well, you're a Myrmidon, right? That's easy money, then. Unlimited power from your blood and all that. Ah, right. Of course. You fight like one. I'm afraid to ask. Some master swordsman long ago thought I held the potential. I was ecstatic to learn I finally meant something. He taught me all he knew, all before realizing he was dead wrong. And before he knew it, he was wrong and dead. I had to do it. My reputation. Everything I lived for. It would have all been destroyed if the truth only he knew emerged. I am remorseful, but I don't think I regret my choices. Damn. You got the... Fucking... Sorry. Rift just went, yeah, I murdered a man for a completely petty and selfish reason. And Callum went, damn, I wish I was you. That is very interesting, though. Like, there's no way to spin that. Like, Rift 100% murdered his teacher. Because he was, like... Not because his life was in danger. All that would have happened was people would have known he's not a sword master or a mermanin. And, like, he just went, can't have that little doozy get out. Find my own way forward. Yeah, cheers to that. I'll show my former colleagues what I really think. That's really interesting. Say, Fred, how's your family been? Last I wrote, they've been well. My father's still trying to get into politics, and not going well. I'd say I pity him, but who would voluntarily choose that? Hey, it's how some choose to leave their mark on the world. Not us, clearly. While words can be a lovely thing, sometimes you need action to speak. How about the others? You know my mother, asking if I've found someone. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but not yet. Well, if you ever need someone... Viridian? Just teasing you a bit. I'm happiest right where I am. Alongside all of you. Agreed. Right. Teasing. That's all that was. Ah, Chartreuse. Just who I was searching for. What do you require of me? While we were in Arbordia, I picked up some supplies. A book of scripts, some fabrics, and perhaps most excitingly, this. A lute? I had figured you may enjoy giving it a try. Now that I think about it, do you play other instruments? I have in the past. Can't say I've used a lute, though. I see. Well then, no time like the present to learn. You could learn it too. A lute and a flute duet sounds like it could be fun. It's so very true. Even their names are meant for each other. The marriage of two completely different sounds. Oh, 'twill be a heavenly chord. I'm sure it will be. Okay, good for them. What if Estelle becomes like a mounted dancer? That'd be insane. Alright. Does anyone have talk conversations I need to worry about? Alright. So let me just make sure, you magic one of them, you zap one of them, Callum Armor Slayer's one of them. And then I slap my nuts on this fighter somehow, maybe like this. Alright. Everything seems good to go. Unlock the doors to free prisoners. To complete the map, unlock every door, then seize the throne. No. Alright, so this is fucking... Yeah, no, this is be just or be dead. Perfect timing, because around when... Okay, hold on, what the fuck is this damage here? Doubles the damage dealt and taken when equipped. Can't deny, that's kind of fucking rad. Sorry, I'm losing myself to, the theme of Robert Kyle, but, like, done correctly. Sorry, it's so funny to me, because I was talking with my friend, Ava, about just, like, games and shit, you know, as friends do. And I told her, like, yeah, I'm excited, Robert Kyle looks really good. No, yeah, Robert Kyle. And she was like, who the fuck are you talking about? There's a character in Guilty Gear named Robo-Kai, which has been affectionately named Robert Kyle in the fandom. Because if there's anyone in Guilty Gear who's a Robert Kyle, it is definitely Robo-Kai. Anyways. Edward is going to kill him. Apparently... I don't know why I kept calling Edward Lloyd in Hag and White. But I did. And now it's spreading to this game when I'm remembering him. Oh, fuck! I wanted that. I will take that. Another Black Lotus. And then one more Black Lotus for now. Perfect. And then he can just kill this one. Ooh. Well done, well done. What do you have equipped? An Axe Reaver. Alright, so all Callum has to do is just have a sword equipped. Alright. Easy money. Dear God, Rift might be a little overtuned. So I'm going to have to be careful about where I put Frederick. Or... Oh, okay. It is not as easy as it looks. The enemies here actually pack somewhat of a punch. Alright, let me see what this'll do. Okay, what the fuck is a true Sonian? Alright, so enemies are they just got S-rank weapons now. Like, they just got S-rank weapons now. Alright. Thankfully, this dumbass hasn't realized how range works. Alright, an easy kill for Estelle. Alright. We'll end turn 1. Oh, never mind. I was like, I did not expect Estelle to get doubled there. Alright, excellent work, Callum. Hold. I believe we're here. Yep, that's an encampment. And that's a guy who's looking like he'll stab me. Well, remember the plan. Isn't the plan just don't die? It's a damn fine plan, Manfred. I bet my life on it. I've had more than my fill of life. I'll be your shield, gentlemen. Gentle? That's a stretch. For both of us. And we can hold our own. Especially with the looming promise of payday. We'll be alright, Argent. Keep yourself alive. Of course. Let our deeds be remembered. That's the spirit. Though hopefully by tonight I'll have forgotten them. And it'll be just me, a nice bottle, and a stack of cards. Just make sure to save some for me, friend. So I guess they, like, tricked these guys into fake arresting them. Not fake arresting them. But, like, arresting them so that they could get dragged over to the encampment. Makes sense. Yeah, he is a much more offense-oriented Dark Mage than Kenneth. Though even then, he still does have 70 defense. Just no resistance. A well-traveled scholar from Epistia prefers cold places. Alright, he gets no new skills, but he does have... Right! I forgot about the pure water thing. Arjun, what was your skill again? Adjacent allies never miss, but have 0 avoid. And you just... You don't have very much time left to level up, but your stats increase nicely. And then Wilhelm had the money thing. Plus 1 crit per 1,000 gold in the unit's treasury. These certainly seem like some interesting units to explore. But I'm gonna worry about that next time. Alright, I was hoping to have Estelle kill something. but I don't think she can kill this guy. Wait. Hold on. No, we can get her a level up. It's not over. Never mind, it might be Jover. It's not Jover. Because you're going to Javelin. Perfect. And is that actually even enough? It is, okay. So we can end the episode with a level up for the unit I've just not really given a shit about. Go on, give me a reason to care. Okay, well. If there have been any Estelle truthers in the comment section, let it be known that you win this round. You win this round.